nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
University Spartans and your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Elmhurst University, the College Conference of Illinois, Wisconsin, and the NCAA promote good sporting behavior by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. At this time, we ask you please stand if you are willing and able, face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. And now for tonight's starters, first for Aurora, number 4, Brody McDonald, number 13, Kyle Bosshart, number 15, Benjamin Jasper, number 16, Ian Funk, number 19, Zach Klug, number 20, Austin Spokely, number 35, Asher Deputy, number 43, Rylan Pura, number 45, Noah Kuzmicki, and number 50, Tyler Horsel. The Spartans are coached by Reed Mayberry. And the starting lineup for your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Number 2, Eli Spence. Number 10, Tony Vasquez. Number 11, Max Ridenauer. In goal, number 12, Andrew Laxonen. Number 14, Charlie Ferry. Number 24, Gabe Henry. Number 26, Tommy Smythe. Number 41, Matt Koschel. Number 43, Hunter Hernandez. And number 77, Caden Ames. The Blue Jays are assisted by Jacob Lemke and David Castaneda, and the head coach of Elmhurst in his 12th season is Mark Morrell.
Welcome to Langhorse Field here on the beautiful campus of Elmhurst University. It's the Aurora University Spartans in town to take on your Blue Jays of Elmhurst University. Blue Jays coming in 6-2 overall. Spartans 4-4, and there's the first turnover of the contest, and Aurora will pick it up. Number 2, Eli Spence, believe it or not, in his sophomore year, it only took him 20 games to get to 100 points. Fastest in Blue Jay history to 100 points, and that's Eli Spence, and you're going to see a lot of them here tonight. For the Spartans, you're going to see a lot and hear a lot of Carson leader Brody McDonald, who's out at the point. Swings it over to Tyler Forstall on the far hash mark. Spartans with their first possession of this contest. Very high-scoring teams. The Blue Jays 109 goals and 93 for the Spartans. There's a grip it and rip it, this time by Carson Leader, the junior from Lincoln, Nebraska. Rylan Pura does not waste any time. He's usually behind the cage. There is a stick that got in the way of an errant pass by Pura. He was looking for Strub. Now the Spartans on the perimeter. Here's Owen Spencer. This guy is a scoring machine, and Pura can't get to this one. This will be a turnover on the Spartans, Blue Jays, with their second possession of the contest. And you're going to hear a lot about Eli Spence, the sophomore from Snoqualmie, Washington. A lot of Washington State talent on this team. Here's one of them right here, Charlie Ferry. Ferry's going to move in, and he scores. And the Blue Jays are up 1-0.
Goal, Blue Jays, number 14, Charlie Ferry.
How about that? Right off the bat, from the near wing, a freshman from Crystal Lake, Illinois, Prairie Ridge High School, Charlie Ferry. The attacking midfielder makes it 1-0 Blue Jays here early on. Well, there was a serious breakdown in defense that time by the Spartans, and the Blue Jays made them pay. And for the Blue Jays, that's their 110th goal of the season. We talked about a high-scoring affair. We might see that here tonight. Elmhurst, again, utilizing that perimeter passing, picking it up on the ground ball that time. Coming on to the field is number 42, Ethan Stepanek. Back out to the near wing, Brendan Krause, a junior from West Lynn, Oregon. He's going to move in on Kyle Bosshart. He'll go to the far wing. 37 on the shot clock, 12:30 on the game clock, 1-0, and make it 2-0. Just like that, the Blue Jays have opened up a 2-0 lead here early on.
Blue Jays, number 43, Hunter Hernandez. Assisted by number 23, Brendan Krause.
Krause gets the assist on the Hernandez goal, and it's quickly 2-0. We may see a timeout here by head coach Reed Mayberry. But you look at that replay right there, and the Spartans cannot allow the snipers for the Blue Jays to get that open. I'm telling you, they cannot let that happen. Spartans down 2-0, and you'll see constant pressure by the Blue Jays. Here's McDonald, who scored his 100th goal of his career a couple games back for the Spartans. Here's Rylan Purr on the near wing, moves it in, and how about that big stop that time by Andrew Laxonen. Point blank stop. For Hernandez, that's his 16th goal of the season. And for Ferry, that would be his 4th of the season. And the Blue Jays again with that pressure. Right now leading 2-0 with 11:30 left here in the first. Blue Jays moving on the far wing. Lights on here at Langhorse Field. 7:30 face-off. It's non-conference, but these two teams know each other very, very well. Chris Haycock, the senior from Snoqualmie Pass, Washington. And that's going to be a turnover by the Blue Jays. And the Spartans down 2-0 with 11 minutes left here in the first. Each team with 2 shots. So far, Elmhurst making both of them count. Elmhurst 2 of 3 on the face-offs. Here's Connor Bolton on the near wing, moves it between the 2 hash marks over to the far wing. Owen Spencer, this kid is an absolute scoring machine. A sophomore out of Blaine, Minnesota. This one down loose, or down low. And the ball will go out. Let's see, who will they give it to? Elmhurst will retain it with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Now I'll make that the Spartans, excuse me. Spencer moves it near side. Now Spencer gets it back. That's Forstall. Swings it over to the far side. Chris Bucci, the sophomore from Gamebrills, Maryland. He'll move it in, and he'll try to shoot one past Laxonen, and that one goes high on the near post. With only 10 seconds left, Spartan's going to have to get a good shot off. Here's Purra. He'll move it over to the far post. He likes to turn around, but I tell you, when you got... There's a score right there, and I was just about to say, with Ethan Stepanak right in front of him, that's hard to do, and he passes it off, and just like that, the Spartans.
4, Brady McDonald, assisted by 43, Raylan Pura.
Spartans cut the lead in half, and you can see Pura, he'll pull the double team, Stepanak right on top, and then there's the shot by McDonald with the assist from Rylan Pura. And that is called respect out there when Purra, they know what he's capable of. They gave him a little too much room on that time, and they will have to correct that. And it's 2-1. Blue Jays with 9:27 left here in the first. Blue Jays trying to move this one in. This is Brendan Krause, already with an assist on the game. They'll swing it back to number 43, Hunter Hernandez, excuse me. He has a goal. He'll have it on the far wing. He'll move it back toward the middle. He looks to grip and rip. And Deputy with a nice stop. Asher Deputy, the freshman from South Jordan, Utah, has really stepped up big for the Spartans this season between the pipes. And Hunter Hernandez, as I mentioned, a freshman from Saratoga Springs, Utah. This kid's the real deal. Spartans looking to tie it up. Purra moves it to the near wing with McDonald. McDonald, who picked up by Ridnour defensively. Now Carson Leader. He's going to try to move it in on the big man, Chris Haycock. Spartans, again, move it between the hash marks, and they'll try to bounce this one in. That looks like it hit a leg on the way through. That may have hit Brendan Krause in the leg. And I tell you, on a crisp night like this, that's going to leave a mark. And here's a long shot from the outside by Ben Strub. And getting enough of it to deflect wide right, Andrew Lackinson, the sophomore from Dublin, Ohio, between the pipes for the Blue Jays. Now the Blue Jays, they'll move it up into the attack zone. Stepanak. They'll swing it over to the far wing as each team making the proper substitutions. 7:33 left, 52 on the shot clock. 2-1's your score, Elmhurst. Elmhurst jumped out to a 2-0 lead before the goal by Brody McDonald. Blue Jays, good perimeter passing. Caden Ames, sophomore out of Hilliard, Ohio. And this one well defended by Kosmicki. Blue Jays will have it with 23 on the shot clock. Good interior defense set up by the Spartans that time. This game, you talk about physicality, and there's the first bit of laundry we'll see tonight. This penalty will be on the Spartans, and score. Parker O'Leary makes it 3-1, Blue Jays.
Goal, Blue Jays, number 33, Parker O'Leary. Assist by number 2, Eli Spence. As I mentioned, the fastest in Blue Jay history to get 100 points. Only took him 20 games. He'll collect the assist on the O'Leary goal. And it's 3-1 Blue Jays. Resilient are the Blue Jays. They will play a physical game. They will go toe-to-toe with you. Here's the face-off on this beautiful new turf with the Elmhurst University Blue Jay right out in the center part of this awesome field here at Langhorse Field. And this one will be a turnover. Third turnover by the Blue Jays here. And this will give a slight momentum boost to the Spartans. Looking to cut back into this lead, back up to 2. It's 3-1, 6:20 left here in the first. Bolton moves in, and they're going to keep it with the Spartans. Foul on the play, committed by Elmhurst. Owen Spencer, sophomore from Blaine, Minnesota. Definitely their point guy, and there's a turnover by the Spartans. Nice play defensively by Tommy Smythe, the junior from Duluth, Minnesota. Blue Jays not wasting any time. They'll move it in the far wing into the attack zone, then right back out. Here's Eli Spence. Snoqualmie, Washington. A lot of talent from the great Northwest here on the Blue Jays. That big man out at the point, Chris Haycock, he's 6'8". And the Blue Jays turn this one right back over. They're going to have to cut down the turnovers. That's their fourth here in the first. 5:18 left, 75 on the shot clock. 3-1 Blue Jays. That's your deputy. Between the pipes, Andrew Laxonen. Between the pipes for the Blue Jays. Aurora was 6 shots, 5 for Elmhurst here early on. Tyler Forstall. Owen Spencer. This is his strong side.
likes to shoot the left. You'll see him move back over, and then he'll turn around right after accessing that post. And the Blue Jays, a pure determination right there, closest to the ball. Tommy Smythe again coming up big. Those are the little things that may not show up in the scoring column, but when you look at it, the small things lead to big things, and it's 3-1 here with 4:18 left here in the first. See if Elmhurst can expand our lead to 3. Here's Spence, going to move it and swings it back behind the cage. You're going to hear Spence a lot tonight. That one, a really, really good grab by Brendan Krause. That one could have ended up all the way back by Laxonen. Spence, nice pass behind the cage. Move it back out to the point. That one ends up hitting the post. Stepanak with quite the shot right there, and that one went shoulder over Asher, Deputy. And Elmhurst will get this one back. Clock reset to 60, down to 50 now. Stepanak 6'6", one of the taller lacrosse teams you will see in the country. A couple big men out there, it makes all the difference when you can navigate a field and see above your opponent. Here's the Blue Jays moving it in on the near wing. That one knocked out nicely by Kyle Bosshart. And here come the Spartans. A lot of good defense on both sides. Dean Romaker, sophomore out of Andover, Minnesota. Strong midfielder for Aurora. Out of the NAC. Neither team has yet to play a conference game. Elmer's coming in 6-2 overall. Spartans 4-4. Here's leader for Aurora. Moves it over to Spencer. That one ended up hitting a stick, and this one may end up going out of play. No, it will actually stop right on the sideline. Here comes leader and the Spartans, and they got numbers. Ryan Pura makes them pay. Or are they going to wave this off? Pura went near post low.
Goal Aurora, number 43, Rylan Pura.
They are going to give it.
Number 3, Carson Leader.
I mean, this all started with the Spartans' determination on the sideline, and Pura makes them pay. Pura with his second point of the night. Leader with an assist. Now Elmhurst taking the face off and moving it right down. And no let up in these Blue Jays. Here's Eli Spence. He moves it out. Every time he touches it, he's going to be double teamed. Here's Sam Hoff, freshman from Woodbury, Minnesota. Parker O'Leary already with a goal out of Friendswood, Texas, over by the Houston area. Good friend from the Navy that I was stationed with out of Friendswood. Here's Haycock. He's trying to move this one in, and this one going on the far post. Sam Hoff didn't miss by much. But Asher Deputy is a good keeper. Both these guys between the pipes, tell you, they take a lot of abuse, but they come up very big. And the Blue Jays move it down close, and Deputy will come up with it. Another physical contact that time. Hunter Hernandez was pushed off the shot at the last second. Chris Bucci. He was at the point, moves it over to the far wing, and he's instructing his team where to go. Bucci still with it. Even with the goal line, now he'll move behind the cage. And he'll come right back, and he's going to try a shot. That time did not work on Laxonen. Head coach Mark Morrell has these Blue Jays flying high, and they are looking good. Here's Kraus. He'll move in, picks up the double team, moves between the hash marks, swings it over to Spence on the far wing. Spence, that one knocked out of the wickets. Well, he was hit hard. And we are going to have a whistle on this one, or is it going to be a timeout? It's going to be a timeout by Aurora University. Now that's actually the end of the first.
Score after the first period.
3-2 is your
Aurora,
score.
2.
We're going to take ourselves a quick break. When we come back, we'll have second period action. It's 3-2 Blue Jays here on suncom.tv.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
All right, second period action. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. Teams will switch sides. Now Elmhurst going right to left. Elmhurst looking to expand back to that 2-goal lead. On the near wing, here's Eli Spence. He'll move it to the far side. Now he's creating a little bit of distance. Good cradle that time by Spence. Again, fastest in Blue Jay history. It only took him 20 games. And how about that one? He just weaved his way through, and he adds to his career point total with another goal. He's got 2 points. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. He just walked in completely unabated. You can see that. He made a spin move. He said, you know what? This whole side's wide open, and he came in and just went low on Asher Deputy. Boy, this guy is an absolute scoring machine. That's his 34th goal of the season. 47 points for Eli Spence. Josh Brandt, sophomore out of Bloomington, Minnesota. Caden Ames, attacker for the Blue Jays. He has it on the far side. He'll swing it back over to Spence. Chris Haycock. He'll go to the same place that was occupied by Spence. And he'll pull Kyle Bossart defensively. Here's Haycock. He was pushed right out in the open. How about that stop by Deputy? Then the Spartans will turn it right back over, possibly. Ground ball, and it is. Dylan Castaneda. That time picks up the ground ball. 4-2 Blue Jays. Looking to go up by 3, which would be the biggest lead of the night. 13:05 left until halftime. There's a shot, and that one goes wide on our near post. The memo must read that you want to go low on Deputy and possibly bounce it in on the post area. That's where he's vulnerable and has been in this contest. Well, the Blue Jays do not waste any time whatsoever as they take that perimeter and they close it down. Very fast team. That one hits the side of the net. 33 on the shot clock for Elmhurst. 12:40 left until halftime. Blue Jays trying to work a really good shot that time right out in the middle. Austin Spokley with some solid defense that time for the Spartans. Well, you talk about physical. You're going to see that tonight. Only one penalty called so far tonight, and that was negated by a goal by the Blue Jays. Forstall for the Spartans. Now Owen Spencer. They got 41 seconds to move this one in for a good shot. Spencer with a cradle on the near wing. Now he'll move behind the cage. One of the big-time snipers. They tried to move this one out in the middle. And this one shot wide by Brody McDonald. And I think that his shot was partially obstructed by a Blue Jay defender. 19 on the shot clock for Aurora. Forstall on the near wing. Moves it back behind the goal. There's Leader. Back out to the point, Strub. That's his strong side. Trying to move it down into Forstall, and he was going to try a fancy shot from behind his back. 5 seconds. This one wide, and it will be a shot clock violation, actually a turnover. No, now it will be a shot clock violation. First one of the contest goes to Aurora with 11:09 left until halftime. Andrew Laxonen, sophomore from Dublin, Ohio, way out of the cage as the Blue Jays move it down into the attack zone. Brendan Krause. Now move it in, and it makes it 5-2. That time, Caden Ames with the goal.
Goal, Blue Jays, 77, Caden Ames. Assisted by number 23, Brendan Krause.
Krause with his second assist of the contest on the Caden Ames goal. Well, Ames, another one of those guys that can find the back of the net. That's his 16th of the season. And for Krause, that is going to be his 6th assist in the early part of the 2024 campaign. And Elmhurst, again, not taking their foot off the gas. Here's Eli Spence. Spence navigates between the two hash marks very well. Chris Haycock on the near wing. Blue Jays move it from one side of the field to the other. They've had a lot of luck from the far wing. 14 shots for the Blue Jays, 11 for the Spartans. Blue Jays looking to go up 6-2. Caden Ames, he scored that last one. He's going to move right back out front, and he scores again. That's his second. Back-to-back goals, Caden Ames.
Number 77, Caden Ames.
The bigs of the Blue Jays. Right now, overwhelming the Spartans here early on, up by 4, 6-2.
Timeout, Aurora.
And the Spartans will take their first timeout here in the second. It's 6-2, Blue Jays. Take a look at the stats. 15 shots for the Blue Jays, 11 for Aurora. 3-2 in favor of Elmhurst in the assist category. Ground balls 12-4 in favor of the Blue Jays. 6-4 Blue Jays, unfortunately, in the turnover category. They'll have to cut that one down, but when you have a 4-goal lead, those little stats right there at this point don't mean anything, but you definitely want to cut them down. You do not want to allow any life into your competitors. Elmhurst with 3 goals in the first, Aurora with 2, and so far it's been all Blue Jays here in the second with 3. Cade Ames with 2 goals, Hunter Hernandez with a goal, Parker O'Leary with a goal, Charlie Ferry with a goal, and Eli Spence. It wouldn't be a scoring column without the fastest in Blue Jay history. We keep talking about it, but he's only a sophomore. It only took him 20 games to get to 100 points. And here, he's got an assist and a goal, and he just keeps adding to his stats. Has to be looked at as one of the top players in the CCIW, all conference, I would think, all region, all American on this course. 6-2 Blue Jays. For the Blue Jays, they'll be home against Southwestern, a team out of Texas that's flying in to take on the Blue Jays. Then they'll be at Carthage on the 6th of April, back home against Augustana, the Vikings. Carthage is the first CCIW contest that the Blue Jays will have. And then on let's see exactly when they're going to be at Illinois Wesleyan, the 20th. That is a huge contest, as Illinois Wesleyan, the predominant powerhouse in lacrosse. Here's Eli Spence. Blue Jays built for success and scoring. They came in with 109 goals on the season. They've scored 6 already, up to 115. Chris Haycock will move it in. Swings it back over to the far side. Ethan Stepanek. Another big kid that's out there. I tell you, this is one of the tallest teams, as I mentioned before. When you can navigate that field and you can see your teammates, there's a turnover by Spence. That will be the 7th turnover for the Blue Jays here tonight. 8:35 left until halftime. Kyle Bosshart gives it up to Ben Strub at the point. Owen Spencer on the near wing. Forstall back over to Pura. If you could call this a power play, this would be what Aurora would put out. These are just their regulars. And here's Brody McDonald. And he was tripped up. And the ball will be given right back to Aurora. But it looked like the stick got caught into the jersey. Here's Spencer. He's going to move it onto the near post. In and out of the wickets that time of Bolton, or make that Forstall. Here's Spencer. That's a strong side. He bounces this one in and past Laxonen. And it's 6-3 Blue Jays. You cannot allow
number 25, Owen Spencer.
Owen Spencer that much room, especially with his strong side. You got to keep him away from that left-handed shot. Sophomore from Blaine, Minnesota does not miss. (6-3) with 7:27 left till halftime. Here come the Blue Jays on the near wing. Blue Jays on the near wing. Trying to move that one in close. Ames left it on the turf, and he's going to draw a lot of attention. And there's a whistle, and I believe timeout will be called by the Blue Jays with 6:42 left. Here in the first half, it's 6-3. Each team utilizing a timeout here in the second. 43 on the shot clock, 6:42 on the game clock for the Blue Jays. And one thing the Blue Jays have seen a lot of, behind the cage defense set up by the Spartans. It's when the Blue Jays move it out onto the wings is where the defense for Aurora breaks down. We've seen a lot of moves from about 10 yards out. And that seems to be the problem here early on. And I think with this timeout called by the Blue Jays, the Spartans are going to talk about that defense. They can see exactly what's going on. And the Blue Jays right now, every time they touch that ball, they're drawing 2, possibly 3 defenders. So somebody is open, but by the time that they are on top of you defensively, it's hard to find that player out there. Even though there's one standing there looking for the pass, it's hard to see when you're defended by 2 or 3 defenders. All right, back out of the timeout. Blue Jays will have the ball with 43 on the shot clock, 6:42 left here in the first half. 6-3, Elmhurst University in the lead. They will start the ball on the far wing. Beautiful Langhorse Field, this brand new turf. It just is beautiful, especially with the lights. It really adds to it. Parker O'Leary already with a goal. He'll swing it over to Spence. Spence, nice jump shot. And the Blue Jays will get it. Parker O'Leary closest to it, the senior from Friendswood, Texas. O'Leary, he went right, then left. Slight little pick behind the cage that time. And the Spartans, you can see it, just not letting the Blue Jays have that much room. And they will turn this one over. Instant offense is what the Spartans are known for. That time, Spokley, long stick midfielder. Forstall loses, it's on the ground, and then the Spartans maybe will lose this one on a turnover, still on the turf, and it will go to Elmhurst. .540 and counting, 6-3. Blue Jays over the Spartans. Now Elmhurst on the far wing. They're going to chew up a little bit of the shot clock and game clock. Back out to the wings, and you can see now Elmhurst trying to clamp down on it, and Asher Deputy got a piece of that one. That one went up and over the cage. Elmhurst. And turns this one over. Kyle Bossart and the Spartans. Forstall having a hard time getting it back into the wickets. The Blue Jays all over them. And now the Blue Jays will take it on the turnover. Boy, these two teams, I tell you, so closely matched. Right out the midfield stripe. Who are they going to give that one to? Closest was Brody McDonald. And they will give it to the Blue Jays. It looks like it went out of bounds. And we have yet another timeout called by
Aurora.
the Spartans. 4:25 left until halftime, 69 on the shot clock. Aurora will take their second timeout here in the second. Really no changes when you take a look at the stats. 18-12 in favor of the Blue Jays in shots. We've had no extra man. We had a penalty, but that was negated by a goal by the Blue Jays. 15-5 ground balls in favor of Elmhurst. 9-6 Blue Jays 3 turnover lead with only 4:25 left until halftime. And we knew this was going to be a good one here tonight. You can throw out the records when these two local universities get together. You know, even though they're not in the same conference, it almost looks like a conference game. It actually looks like a playoff game at this point here. And we're only, let's see, about 8 games into it. It's a short season. It starts on the 10th of February. And the CCIW tournament goes May 1st through the 4th. And again, whoever wins that tournament, automatic bid to the NCAA Division III Men's Lacrosse Championships.
Come on, Jacob, keep it going.
Elmhurst with the ball. 4:15 left till halftime. Hoff lowers the shoulder, able to get this pass off. Blue Jays behind the cage again, using their big man. Spence out at the near wing, moves it in. Hoff, again, this perimeter circle starting to really close down. There's a nice shot that time by Haycock. And the Spartans closest to it, and they will get it. Substitutions coming in for both teams with 3:44 left until halftime. Evenly matched contest. 6-3 Elmhurst with the lead. Here's Bucci. Moves it to the near side. Leader. And the Spartans will try to get a good shot off, down by 3. They definitely want to close this gap, and if you're going to do it, you're going to do it via Owen Spencer. You see him out there. The Blue Jays have to make that change defensively, not allow him to get that strong side shot. And here's Spencer going to move it in. He passes it as soon as he gains that near post. Then he'll try to turn around with a jump shot. Not able to do it that time. Good defense again, I believe. That was O'Leary that was back there. Laxonen way out of the cage. Long stretch pass this time. And Elmhurst will have it on the far wing. 2:33 left, 52 on the shot clock. Ben Strub over there causing chaos on the far wing. Trying to keep that ball away. And there's a shot and another goal. Kyle Bossart lost him. And the Blue Jays will make him pay.
Blue Jays, number 2, Eli Spence.
Spence with his second goal. Yikes. You can see how this play developed. Started on the far wing. They moved it in, closed in. Here's Spence. I mean, you can't allow him that much room, even though he had only about 1.5 feet between the defender and himself. He takes it. He waits for the commitment by the keeper. And that time you saw a deputy came up with the stick. And Spence went low on the shot again for his second. Blue Jays not taking their foot off the gas. 2:05 left, and it's 7-3 Elmhurst. Brendan Kraus picked up by Bosshart defensively. Kraus is waiting for the proper personnel to come off the bench. Now Kraus with a long stretch pass that time to Haycock. 6'8" senior. Out of the great state of Washington. As we mentioned, a lot of the great Northwest talent here on display for the Blue Jays. And again, another goal and another breakdown defensively. Hunter Hernandez with his second goal.
Goal, Blue Jays, number 43, Hunter Hernandez.
And now the Blue Jays up 8-3, a 5-goal lead, which is the biggest of the night. Wow, $1:16 left. And the Blue Jays starting to lay it on here at the latter stages of the second. Only 1:16 left till halftime. 8-3. Hunter Hernandez with his second of the night. Well, this face-off taking forever. The two Titans just did not want to give in. The Blue Jays will come out with it. And we have timeout.
Timeout, Elmhurst.
Elmhurst with 65 seconds left. 8-3 is your score. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of these stats here early on for Elmhurst. Spence with 2 goals and an assist. Ferry with a goal. O'Leary with a goal. Hernandez with 2 and Ames with 2. And for the Spartans, McDonald with 1, Owen Spencer with 1, Rylan Pura with the other. Eight to 3 is your score. Elmhurst with a 3-2 lead in assists, 21-12 in shots. Ground ball 17-5 in favor of the Blue Jays. 4 saves to 2. Asher Deputy in the lead there. Clears the teams even 9 apiece. Turnovers 9-7 Elmhurst. Caused turnovers 4-3 Elmhurst. No penalties. It's been I'm not even going to say it. I don't want to curse it with 65 seconds left. But it has been a clean first half here between these two very physical teams. And I think you're going to see nothing but the physicality pick up, especially with the 8-3 5-goal lead. Elmhurst will have it out of the timeout. And they can chew up the entire shot clock here and the remainder of the first half if they want to. Here's Spence, already with a 3-point day, an assist and 2 goals. They'll move it back behind the big man. They were trying to get Spence breaking from the far wing. That was Kraus back over to Spence. Spence will move behind the cage. Haycock, the big man, standing tall on the near post. There's a long shot. That one goes wide by Stepanek. Clock running with 22 seconds. I don't think Elmhurst is done. They want to try to put another dagger past. if they can. Here's Spence. He's not going to waste any time. 11's going to go near post, then goes hot, low, and then high, and he scores again. He has got the hat trick here in the first half.
Go Blue Jays, number 2, Eli Spence.
This kid is special. 4 points already in the first half. He's got 3 goals. You can see how this play developed. And Spence, again, utilized the big men in the middle. Just went around the defense. This time not going low. He faked low and then went high over Deputy. 8.7 seconds left, and that might be it for the first half, and it looks like it's going to be 9-3 is your score, and we are at halftime. And right now it's back to the drawing board for the Spartans. Blue Jays looking good, 9-3 here in the first half. Eli Spence with 4 points, 3 goals, and an assist. Kate Ames with 2 and Hunter Hernandez with 2. We're going to step aside. It's halftime. 9-3 Blue Jays with the lead here on suncom.tv, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 9 minutes.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, I think you'd be interested in research, so they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
Are you ready for one of life's greatest adventures? You'll find one at Elmhurst University. The Elmhurst experience is getting to know each other.
We know this is the biggest step of your life so far, but we are here to take it with you.
Much like life, your college years will be full of adventure. The best part is, we're here to guide you through it all.
I knew as soon as I stepped on Elmhurst campus that this was going to be my home for the next 2 years. It sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. You just know.
As you move through the application process, you'll become best friends with your advisors. They will help you answer questions about financial aid, scholarships, campus life, and class schedules.
Elmhurst will call me every week about the financial aspect of it and about helping me see which credits would transfer over. Just believe what you see because the people really care about you here.
The college search is all about finding the right fit. And by the time you arrive on campus, we're confident you will feel like one of us.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst, they just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow. And I felt like I would be comfortable coming here.
The Elmhurst experience is joining our Blue Jay family for life. Our Blue Jay family welcomes you with open arms. This is a place where you belong and are comfortable to be yourself.
What we promise to do is to create the learning environment for you that allows you to feel like you belong, that allows you to feel like you can be your best self here.
When you get here, the fun begins. Orientation and move-in days are campus-wide celebrations. Classes start, and you'll begin to form your Elmhurst network right away.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
Being a place of welcome, a place of belonging, that every student at Elmhurst belongs not just in college, but at Elmhurst specifically.
Anything you need, we're here to help. Because that's what family does.
I could just tell that there was that sense of community, and it just feels so natural and like a home. Obviously, the teachers and the professors and everything that we have here for education is amazing, but it's how I feel here that makes it even better.
The Elmhurst experience is learning from the best. The academic programs of Elmhurst make the country's best of lists every year. Choose from 70 majors and 15 pre-professional programs, or challenge yourself intellectually in our honors program.
The honors program helped me understand real-life impacts of what I was learning in the classroom by actually taking me there.
Another important opportunity for our students is to be able to do research and then be able to present their research at national conferences.
We believe that relationships between our students and our faculty and staff is at the core of the experience here. We place a great emphasis on being partners in our students' success stories and in their educational experience. And we feel that that's the best way to experience education and to be transformed, is to feel like you're on this path, but you're not alone.
You can trust us to prepare you for relevant, emerging careers in our evolving world.
One of the other benefits of an interdisciplinary degree is that you have access to the faculty and to the departments across the campus. So rather than being just in one primary department, suddenly you have faculty and mentors from art and from English and from computer science.
The Elmhurst experience is exploring your passions outside the classroom. Elmhurst is more than a place to get a great education. It's where you can have a great time. Explore more than 100 student activities, clubs, and organizations.
So I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back.
Check out a game or two. With 20 NCAA Division III teams, there's plenty to choose from.
I ran at Elmhurst. During that time, I studied abroad in 7 different countries. I think that really speaks to the Elmhurst experience. There are ways to be involved on campus. There's ways to still compete at a high level, but I was still able to do some things because I went to a place like Elmhurst that supported me to go and see the world and do other cool things as well.
The Elmhurst experience is preparing for the future.
We believe that a strong liberal arts foundation, enhanced by professional preparation, will best educate our students as citizens and leaders.
Our campus resources help you to be the best student you can be and land the best career opportunity in your chosen field. Your time with us is designed to prepare you for a rewarding life after graduation.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution.
We know your Elmhurst experience will be iconic because it's customized for you and by you. So the question is, what will your Elmhurst experience be?
Nine to 3 is your score. We are at halftime. Eli Spence, 3 goals, already has the hat trick with an assist. Charlie Ferry with a goal, couple assists for Brendan Krause. Patrick O'Leary with a tally. Hunter Hernandez with 2, Caden Ames with 2. Andrew Laxonen has been solid between the pipes. And for the Spartans, Rylan Purrow with 2 points, an assist and a goal. Owen Spencer with a goal, Brody McDonald with a goal, and Carson Leader with an assist. It is a 6-goal lead to start the second half, and we are underway. Kyle Bosshart throws this one away. He was trying to get it to Brody McDonald and ends up turning this one over. First possession for the Blue Jays here in the second half, and that one came out of the wickets the wrong way. The Blue Jays lucky that they were able to keep that one. Max Ridenour, sophomore from Shoreline, Washington. Here come the Blue Jays again. Long stick, midfielder with a long, hard shot. Asher Deputy with a stop. Usually when you wind up with one of those long sticks like that, it comes at you a little bit faster. And you can see Asher Deputy, he took that one off the foot and he's limping back to the cage. That one's going to leave a mark, and he's going to walk it off. Spartans with it. Here's Strub. Swings it over to Forstall. Near side, that's Leader. Leader moves in, and he scores. That's exactly what the Spartans needed to start the second half.
Goal, Aurora,
they make it 9-4.
Leader.
Second goal for, or first goal, I'm sorry. That's an assist and a goal for Leader on the evening, and that's what the Spartans needed. And the Blue Jays are going to have to contain. 9-4. And the momentum right now on the side of the Spartans. Head coach Reed Mayberry. Long talk with his team. Now the Blue Jays trying to rectify that goal by the Spartans. Hunter Hernandez has had a great evening already with 2 tallies. Here's Haycock with it. Ryan Swank, the senior from Fountain Valley, California. My late mother lived out there. Beautiful area. keeps it on the far wing. Stepanek. Deputy with a big shot or a big stop, and he swings this one out quickly to Bosshart. And now the Spartans, again, they're not wasting any time. Here's Purr on the near wing, cradles it far away, and there's a broken stick. So it's basically like a man down, and the Spartans score again. Connor Bolton with the tally. And here comes Aurora.
Goal Aurora, number 5, Connor Bolton. Assist by 43, Rylan Purra.
Purra already with his 3rd point, 2 assists and a goal. And the Spartans have brought it back within 4. Just like that, all Aurora to start the second half. I look to my left, and all I see is a big sub sandwich staring at me. Oh, only to be the cameraman. Here we go. Blue Jays letting it get the momentum back. That was Hernandez with it. Here's Eli Spence. He's going to pick up the defense by Ben Strub, and I tell you, that's going to be a good one-on-one matchup. This one in and out of the wickets, picked up by Kraus. Now down on the turf, and the ball will be awarded to the Spartans. They talk about Uncle Mo, which is momentum in sports. That one hit from behind. Knocked out of the stick of Ben Strub. I tell you, if you can contain momentum in sports and keep it going, it is a huge motivator. Blue Jays have yet to score in the second half. It's been all Aurora with 2 tallies. Brings it back within 4. Stepanek swings it back over to the far wing for the Blue Jays. Cool, crisp night here in Elmhurst, Illinois. Parker O'Leary already has a goal tonight and has it on the far wing. You can see the defense by the Spartans trying to push the Blue Jays farther and farther out. Here's Haycock. A good D that time by Spokley. Now the Blue Jays closing in that perimeter. Here's Chris Haycock. He's going to move in, drops it behind, and that will be a turnover. Looking for Ryan Swank, and turns that one over. That's going to be the 11th turnover for Elmhurst tonight. And Spencer can't reel this one in. But Kyle Bosshart does. But they will give it to Elmhurst on technicality. Blue Jays had a 9-3 lead to start the second. And the Spartans, with 2 quick goals, have closed it down to 4. Elmhurst looking for their first tally here in the second half. Grebe, the junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Swinging it over to Kraus. Here's Eli Spence. 4-point night. You bet he's going to attract a lot of attention. .34 on the shot clock. And right back out in the middle. And Deputy with a nice stop on Caden Ames' shot. That was about 10 yards straight on. Now they're starting to try to go high on Asher Deputy, and Deputy has been up to the task here in the second. Here's Owen Spencer. He loses it, and the Blue Jays will pick this one back up. Hunter Hernandez knocked down by Spencer, knocked down a second time. Hernandez able to get that out to Ames. Now the Blue Jays trying to settle in. Eli Spence, picked up by Spokley. Greavy picks up the double team, swings it back out. Stepanek back out to Parker O'Leary. He's hit a couple times. Releases the ball. Near side, here's Ames again. He draws the double team and score. Straight out of the point, Ethan Stepanek, a senior from Lockport, went to Providence Catholic.
Number 42, Ethan Stepanek.
That was an absolute
Assist by number
laser beam.
77, Caden Ames.
Ames will pick up his third point, 2 goals and an assist. But Stepanek, how about that laser beam from about 15 yards straight on? He had plenty of time on the shot clock, didn't have to worry about it. When you got a shot like that, it's a 5-goal lead. Elmhurst with their first tally here in the second half. Blue Jays will get the face-off. 7:45 left here in the third. Spartans with it. Here's Strub. Bolton, leader, swings it back over. Brody McDonald, as I mentioned, scored his 100th goal of his career a couple games back. A lot of firepower out on this field here tonight. Here's Bolton. Purra back over into the far wing. Here's Strub trying to get shot on the strong side. That is his strong side right there. Here's Bolton. He's going to move in. Purra now right behind the cage. He'll go right around that post and try. There's that tricky shot. Laxonen with a nice stop. Long outlet pass. Ridnour. Ridnour will get rid of it, and he'll go back on the other side of the 50. Eli Spence now with it for the Blue Jays. Brendan Krause at the point. Picked up by Kyle Bosshart. Now Ryan Swank. Swank's going to move it in on the near wing over the Blue Jays. Behind the cage, going to go on the far post. Loses his defender. And there's a shot straight on. And again, another laser beam, this time by Hunter Hernandez, and he's got the hat trick.
Goal, Blue Jays, number 43, Hunter Hernandez.
What a shot.
Assisted by number 23, Brendan Krause.
Krause with his third assist. He's got the reverse hat trick. Boy, Hernandez, Saratoga Springs, Utah native. Last 2 shots been absolute laser beams. Basically from the same point on the field, straight on against Deputy. Blue Jays win the faceoff. Here's Laxonen. And he turns it over. No, still on the ground. Picked up by Zach Klug. Now the Spartans with it. 11-5 is your score. 5:34 left here in the third. Spartans trailing. It's been all Blue Jays so far here tonight. Spencer finds Forstall on the near wing. Back over to McDonald, now Forstall. He's going to go straight down the hash mark. Finds Pura. Pura is the navigator behind the cage. This one partially deflected off. It looked like a Blue Jay defender. Waxing in again with a nice stop. Sophomore, as I mentioned, out of Dublin, Ohio. Went to Dublin Jerome High School. .34 on the shot clock, under 5 minutes on the game clock here in the third. Forstall finds Pura. Pura again moves it to the far wing. Here's Spencer. Again, it's his strong side. He'll take that shot, but he gives it up. There's another stop. How about that one? Laxinen straight on shot with Connor Bolton. Bolton tried to sneak that one up high. That was actually Carson Leader with the shot. Now the Blue Jays. 4:15 left. Here's Hunter Hernandez. Has the hat trick. Gives it off to the other gentleman with the hat trick, Eli Spence. Between those two, 6 goals. Six goals and 7 points between the two of them. That's Kraus, swings it over. Here's O'Leary. O'Leary moves it in. Pete Grebe can't haul this one in, and it'll be a turnover, number 13 for the Blue Jays here tonight. This one settled down by Strub, junior from River Falls, Wisconsin. He'll bring it over the 50, and then he'll set up. That guy's got a very, very hard shot. And Pura loses this one, and this one will go out of play. 13th turnover for the Spartans. Each team with unlucky 13s. You're superstitious to turnovers. Just give it a couple minutes. We'll get out of the 13s. Stepanek. He's got a goal here tonight, too. Eli Spence will set up, swings it to the near wing. 28 shots for the Blue Jays, 17 for the Spartans. Hickok moves it in. He draws a lot of attention, being 6'8". Here's Spence again, and this one may have hit a body. I know it hit the stick of Asher Deputy. Closest to it was the Blue Jays. Parker O'Leary. O'Leary has it on the far wing. There's a shot by Spence. That one, I think, found its way over to Fagnall Hall. That one definitely. Oh, what a shot. I know that ball's sitting over in the parking lot. Here's another low one. That one hit the post. Shot by Stepanek again. Ryan Swank with 50 on the shot clock. Only a minute 53 left here in the third. Swank moves it over. Stepanek, he's going to withdraw. He'll spin it back over to the far wing. He's waiting for someone so he can get rid of that ball. And you kind of see a little bit of a pick there by Swank. Stepanek moves in. He was going to do this one all on his own. And how about that official keeping up with the big man, and the Spartans will come up with it. Minute 23 left, 11-5. 2 goals apiece here in the third. And that one picked off. What a pick off there by Hernandez. Not only is he an attacker, but he can play D, the freshman from Saratoga Springs, Utah. And can they turn it into a goal? They do. Caden Ames with the hat trick. That's how you turn
Goal,
defense
Blue Jays,
to offense.
Number 77, Caden Ames.
Yikes. Ames now with the hat trick. 3 Blue Jays. Hernandez, Ames, and Spence all with hat tricks. And a reverse hat trick for Brendan Krause with 3 assists. Well, just when you think you have it figured out, the Blue Jays put another tally up. 61 seconds left here in the third. And Owen Spencer, one of the big guns for the Spartans, ran off the field, and he may be cramping up beyond the sidelines, and that's not what you want to see, but I think they're going to hold him out at least until the fourth. Blue Jays up 12-5. 7-goal lead. Pete Grebe, junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Jake Grebe, the senior out there, the brothers. Oh, big collision. And the Spartans will come up with it. Benjamin Jasper, the junior from Tacoma, Washington. And the Blue Jays trying to make him pay. Strub trying to come up with this one and keep it in. They do. Ball still on the turf. And Aurora will come up with it. They only have 12 seconds to go 3/4 of the way down the field. Will they get a shot off? Here's Spokley. They're running out of time. Pura, they're not going to get a shot off. That will be it. 3 are in the books. It's 12-5. Blue Jays. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. We'll have fourth period action. All Blue Jays so far, 12-5 here on Suncom.tv.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
12-5 is your score. Eli Spence came in with 33 goals. He's up to 36 goals and 14 assists. Brendan Krause adds 3 more assists to his tally. He's got 7 on the season. Caden Ames came in with 15 goals. Well, he's got 18 and 10 assists, so he's in double digits in both goals and assists on the season. Hunter Hernandez with 3 goals tonight. Now he's got 17. Blue Jays going to go right to left. And whatever wind is left, Old Glory still moving a little bit, but not like it was at the beginning. Well, that's it. It is still cold. Mr. Rosal over here, he agrees that he's got about 15 layers on right now. He's about ready to go to Antarctica. Oh, wide open shot that time by Stepanek. He lost his defender. He got rid of Dean Rowmaker, and I tell you, that one whizzed right over the top of the cage. Yeah, we worked quite a few games together during basketball and now lacrosse. Before the end of the season, I swear, I'll have a sub from him one of these days. We'll be sharing one. If not, I'll pay him for one. Cold night like this, we're only missing some s'mores. Yeah, hot chocolate. Yeah, all that good stuff. There's a shot that one ended up hitting the leg of. It's good. It went right through the uprights, but right off of Austin Spokley. And you can see that one stung a little bit. There's another stick out of the hand. And how about that? Asher Deputy. Again, just like hockey, you got to put someone in front of that keeper to cause a little bit of a distraction. These keepers are so good these days. You leave just a sliver of opening. They're able, a big shot that time and a flag. Boy, Gabe Henry lowered the boom on Chris Bucci. And we are going to have our first extra man, I believe. Wow, what a shot. And I think the officials are going to get together and talk about this. Again, just like hockey, you leave your head down. That might be a 2-minute. We'll see. I haven't seen a card yet. What the officials are talking about, that might be a 2-minute. Oh, they're only going to give him 1 minute. And I tell you, even though it's only a 60-second, you can see head coach Mark Morrell not happy about that whatsoever. That was quite the shot delivered by Colin McManaman. First extra man here tonight, and it's for the Spartans. Only given a 1 minute. Try to sneak this one in, and that one going toward the near post. Laxonen holding fast. Spartans running out of time on the power play. First actual extra man here tonight, believe it or not. Here's McDonald. Swing it over to Strub. That's his strong side, and they score. Ben Strub with the man-up goal makes it 12-6.
Aurora, number 17, Ben Strub, assisted by number 4, Brody McDonald.
McDonald will get another point here tonight. That will be his second. He has a goal and an assist. But the first extra man leads to a goal by the Spartans. Blue Jays will turn that one over, and that's going to be their 15th turnover. Giving a little bit of life here into the Spartans with 12:18 left. It's a 6-goal lead by the Blue Jays. And Spencer, who sat out the last 30 seconds in the third. Looks like he's back to full strength. You talk about cardio between these two teams. They are really getting a workout here tonight. Here's Brody McDonald on the near wing, moves it between the hash marks. He'll spin back, That's his strong side. Try to bounce that one past Laxonen. Not able to do so. Here's Pura with 34 seconds on the shot clock. Pura sheds the defender, tries to go low, near post. Oh, they're going to give a reset to the Spartans, an extra 60. 7:28 remaining. Here's Owen Spencer. This is a strong side. He likes to stop, drop, and a laser beam. And you'll see it. He's going to he'll draw the double team. Somebody's wide open, and there's the shot by McDonald. That hit the post. And again, Aurora comes back up with it. They'll get another fresh 60, so they're going to have a ton of time here on this one possession. So we're under 11 minutes left in this contest. Here's Bucci. Swings it over Forstall, goes low, and that one is shot into the stratosphere. That one hit the post and went straight up in the air. Ground ball picked up by Pura. He's going to move in. Oh, I thought maybe he was going to try to go back and shoot it. He thought twice. Now McDonald and Forstall. Forstall for the Spartans. Scoreboard and the clock now going against the Spartans. We approach 10:20 left. Owen Spencer. Oh, he wanted to go low that time. You can see how he's trying to do it, but you got to give a lot of credit to the defense, and that causes a turnover. Boy, Tony Vasquez that time, the sophomore from Cottage Grove, Minnesota. All over Spencer. Could not get the shot off that he wanted. Now Elmhurst right down the seam. Here's Ferry with it. And he'll come off for a substitution. Eli Spence on the near wing for the Blue Jays. Another big night, 4 points, 3 goals and an assist for the sophomore. Snoqualmie, Washington, Mount Si High School. Here's Kraus. Spence back to Kraus. Blue Jays will be back in action on Saturday. Not sure the start time, as the team flying in from Texas. This one all the way back out to Kraus. Southwestern will be in town. It'll be doubleheader, and that's a score. I believe that was Chris Haycock, and that's going to be his first.
Number 45, Chris Haycock.
I think he went to school with Eli Spence, looks like. Oh, Haycock, what a shot. Makes it 13-6. 9:03 left. Look at that camera work right there. You can actually see the ball on that one. That's how good that is. 13-6. Elmhurst with 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 in the third, and now 1 here in the fourth. Spartans with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 here in the fourth. 38 shots to 23 in favor of Elmhurst. Turnovers even at 15 apiece. Pete Greavy came right in on the sideline. He will take the point, then move over. No, now he's going to go over to the far wing. Another carry up a Swank. Spence just took a shot. And Swank comes in, and I believe he just scored from Spence.
Goal, Blue Jays, number 36, Ryan Swank. Assisted by number 2, Eli Spence.
Swank, the senior out of Fountain Valley, California. And Spence with his 5th point of the day. Swank, that's his first tally of the contest. The Blue Jays just pouring it on. 14-6 now. We just passed the 9 o'clock hour. Thank you for joining us here on Suncom.tv and Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. Elmhurst looking to go to 7-2 overall. Oh, there's a shot to the head on Spence, and there's the laundry. We see quite a few flags coming. Oh, and another big hit to the head. And they score.
Blue Jays, number 2, Eli Spence.
Eli Spence says enough is enough. Hit me in the head once, hit me in the head twice, and he's going to drop his 4th goal of the contest. Wow. You can see the shot to the head right there as the head snaps back. And Spence says, you know what? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to score, but you're going to knock me down, but we're going to add to this tally. It's 15-6. That time we saw a couple yellow socks come out of the officials' pockets. These two teams may not be conference foes, but they definitely act like it. As I mentioned, Aurora and Elmhurst not far from one another. Here's Strub for Aurora. He'll take it into the near wing, into the attack zone. 7:35. Strub's going to go toward the near post. He's going to move it back toward the middle. He's going to rip a shot, and he scores. My, oh, my. Shooting gallery continues. And that's Strub's second one. He's got a man-up goal and a regular one.
Ben Strub.
My, oh, my. These two teams trading shots here. That's 15-7. Well, you saw Strub. You left him alone, and he gains that access between the two hash marks. That's where he is dangerous. From about 15 yards out on the wing and straight on between the hash marks. Face off. We're trying to get that ball loose. A lot of work going on. Ball's not moving whatsoever. And they're going to give it to the Spartans. Well, Ian Funk just did not give any ground, and neither did Tony Vasquez. Spartans with it. They trail big with 7:05 left in this contest. Pura back out to Spencer. Here's Spencer. He lets that one rip, and that one didn't miss much on the top shelf. I'd like to thank you wherever you're watching, whether you're in your cars in the parking lots, you're watching from home, wherever you're watching around the world, we'd like to thank you. And the Spartans score again, this time Brody McDonald. This one's not over yet.
Number 4, Brody McDonald, assisted by number 5, Connor Bolton.
Bolton with his second point of the day. Third point for McDonald. That's his second goal with an assist. Can never count these guys out. 15-8, 6:44 left. We'll see if we get another one of these Titanic face-offs. Not this time. And the Blue Jays will come out with it. Skez with it. Another nice clean face-off win by the sophomore out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota, East Ridge High School. Blue Jays not in a hurry. Really don't need to, up 15-8, but you want to get a good shot off. 50 on the shot clock. 6:05 on the game clock. Kraus gives it up to Spence. Back over to Kraus. He's going to move on to the near post. Oh, he hit the post. Ball still loose. Ground ball picked up. Nicely done on the pickup there by Ames. Keeps the pressure on. 48 on the shot clock, 5:33 on the game clock. And then out front, point blank stop by Deputy on a shot by Ames. I think it surprised Ames that he was that far open, that wide open. Laxonen, with the stop, and now the Blue Jays look to go the length of the field. Here's Spence with it. Hope you and yours has a very safe Good Friday and Easter coming up this week, this Friday and Sunday, as Easter is early. That was Swank, gives it up to Spence. Stepanek, and then here's another shot, this time off the stick of Parker O'Leary. He has a goal on the day, the Friendswood, Texas native. And it looks like we are going to have a timeout. And I believe Aurora is going to call it with 4:32 left. 43 shots for Elmhurst, 27 for the Spartans, 6-5 in assists in favor of the Blue Jays. Obviously the score 15-8. Spartans on the only extra man today, and they connected. They're 1 for 1. 28-13 ground balls in favor of the Blue Jays. 11-8 in saves in favor of Asher Deputy and the Spartans. Turnovers, 15 apiece, 30 between the two teams. As I mentioned, for the Blue Jays, they will be home on Saturday against Southwestern. They're coming in from Texas, so you may want to tune in to elmhurstbluejays.com and see the exact start time. We're hearing there may be a change in the opening game for the Blue Jays. As of right now, I believe it's a 12-3 start. If you're a softball fan, that shifts Friday's doubleheader versus St. Mary's to Elmhurst. As I said, just go over to elmhurstbluejays.com. Check that one out. And on Saturday, looks like a 12 p.m. is what they're saying. But again, we heard possibly 11. That one shifting. Then women's lacrosse action will happen around 3 o'clock. Big doubleheader here on Saturday. Here it's 15-8, under 4 minutes left. Spartans with the ball. And they trail big, 15-8. Owen Spencer had one heck of a day already for the Spartans. But right now, Spartans running out of time. We're under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. 50 on the shot clock. And the Blue Jays trying to come up with this one. This one's shot straight up in the air. Brought back down by Chris Bucci. And Owen Spencer knocked down, still with it. What a cradle, still with it. He's triple teamed and finally comes out of the wickets and goes out of bounds. Very little you can do when it's 3-on-1. Spencer, he wanted a call right there. It looks like he took one right off the mask. Blue Jays, they cross the center field stripe. Stepanek will throw that one away. 2:45 and counting, 15-8, Elmhurst. Asher Deputy. Spence picks that one off. Let's see if Spence going to go in. Nope. He could have. He could have let that shot go between the 40 and the 30 right there as Deputy was backpedaling. But they also realized that they can shoot time off the clock. There may be a little bit of sportsmanship going on here, too. You kind of don't want to rub it in, but you also, it's hard to stop these guys from wanting to score. Here's Ames. Ames loses it. He'll get it back with 40 on the shot clock, 1:47 on the game clock. Here's Swank on the near wing. He's going to bring it back out front, and he's going to draw the double team and swings it back out front, and another goal this time by Hernandez. He's got 4.
Goal, Blue Jays. Number 43, Hunter Hernandez. Assist by number 36, Ryan Swank.
Swank, that's his second point of the day. He has a goal and an assist. Hernandez adds to his hat trick. He's got 4, and it's 16-8. The Blue Jays looking to move to 7-2 overall. They bring in Southwestern on Saturday for the opening game of our doubleheader. .80 seconds left in this contest, and it has been all Blue Jays, especially in the second when they scored 6. They went into halftime leading 9-3. They lead 16-8. Here with 60 seconds left. And you can kind of see no need to throw this one in. O'Leary running around, and he'll pull the double team. O'Leary not in a hurry. And you see Asher Deputy out of the cage as he's picking up defensively here on Hunter Hernandez on the near wing. It's like pulling your goalie in hockey. Let's see if Elmhurst will find someone that has not gotten into the scoring column, or they're just going to run this clock down. And they're going to have 10 seconds to do so. It will be a shot clock violation if they don't release this shot, and I don't think they're in any hurry to do so. Well, just as I say that, well, they finally do release it. Again, it's hard to take the foot off the gas. There's a long pass by Deputy. Was trying to pick up Carson Leader, and that will do it, folks. The Blue Jays move to 7-2 overall, 16-8. They win tonight. Caden Ames with 3 goals and an assist. Hunter Hernandez with 4
Aurora,
goals. 8. Eli Spence with 4 goals and 2 assists. It was all Blue Jays here tonight, folks. And they'll welcome in Southwestern on Saturday. Again, check over at elmhurstbluejays.com for the exact start time. They're coming in from Texas. For everybody here at Langhorse Field, it's a good day to be a Blue Jay. 16-8 is your final score. We'll see you on Saturday. Good night, everybody, and go Blue Jays.